Okay, so let's talk about your movie. Okay, your movie needs to follow the normal Hollywood style of the story arc. Okay, and since it's a short, we can't really spend a lot of time on each part because it's going to be such a short movie. And so it's not like you have 2 hours to tell your story. You've got really 5 minutes to tell a story. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an example here from one of my students when I was teaching elementary school in filmmaking. A girl named Catherine directed this one and did this movie here. And you'll see all these elements that need to come together. She still used the Hollywood style, just in a compressed version of it. Okay, so let's talk about what is that Hollywood style. And first off, if you've not watched the movie, it's above this one. So make sure to watch it and then come watch this one. Okay, so if you skip down to this one, you need to watch the movie or nothing's going to make sense. Okay, so let's review what happens. Okay, so number one, you need to have a setup. Okay, so you need to kind of know where we are, who's involved, what do people want. Okay, so in here, we kind of have the setup. We see that there is a robo kid. Okay, and you can see me in that show. Okay, there's a robo kid. There's a group of kids that are just trying to get home. Okay, so just trying to go about their normal day. And then we also know that the one's got to get home for a haircut kind of thing. So we kind of have the where we are, who we are, and what's going on. Okay, so that's number one, the setup. Your audience now knows where they are. Okay, they're just in a neighborhood. Kids are just trying to get home, but there's a robo kid. All right, then we have what's called the inciting incident. Okay, now this is what gets the movie going. Now that we know who we are and what's going on and what people want, we need to now get the conflict to happen. And so that's the inciting incident. Okay, and in this case, we see that they're just walking home and RoboKid thinks that they're coming to get the house. So he zaps them with his zap finger thing. And suddenly, oh, they're involved now. Okay. So we have the inciting incident that now takes them from their normal life, which is always usually the setup. You just show someone's normal life. And now they're into this new life where they have to now battle something, take on something. You have a protagonist and an antagonist. And that's what we have now here. Inciting incident has happened. The kids have been zapped. They can't get home. So now we have the rising action. We've got some ideas here. Let's just go around. No, it's going to take too long. Well, let's try sneaking past. Boom, they get zapped again. These are the rising actions. Okay, let's try running. No, boom, they get zapped again. Rising actions. We're building up to the climax, which is the next one. Okay, so we get to the climax. That is the big conflict that happens in your movie. So you can see that there's now this idea that they've got to shoot the robot to get the button in the back of the head. That's the climax. And during the climax, your hero should try and fail a few times. You see that RoboKid zaps her. She falls to the ground. Oh no, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? The tension is building. Tension is building. And that's when you get the boom, zaps it. The RoboKid goes and turns off. Okay, so the climax has happened. The biggest, most important part of the movie has just happened. And now you need to finally end with the resolution. You need to tie up any loose ends, okay? And then you'll notice that they reset the robot to be better, and then someone makes a comment like, hey, good luck with your haircut. So see how we had two perfect bookends? Kids are just living a normal life, trying to get to the haircut. Boom, all this stuff happens, and resolution at the end. Hey, good luck with your haircut. Most movies in Hollywood follow this format, and that's why we like them. That's why we like storytelling so much. If you try to break this, you have a very awkward story, and it just doesn't work very good. Okay, so don't get me wrong, there are times to break the rules, but right now you're learning filmmaking, so you need to get good at it. So let's play with something we know works. Okay, this story arc, Shakespeare used it. Everybody uses this story arc because it works. Okay, so I've listed the different parts down below it. You need to write your movie following these parts, and it's really easy, just little bits and pieces, because remember, you only have like 5 minutes to tell this whole story, so it's little bits and pieces. The majority of your movie should be the rising action. Okay, don't spend 4 of your 5 minutes with the setup. Okay, or 4 of the 5 minutes with the battle, the climax at the end. No, it should be just rising action, which is sometimes a battle going on, but that's essentially how to watch the movie. And just remember, come on, man, if little 4th graders can do it, you got this. You so got this. Okay, so go and write your script, write your ideas down for each one, storyboard it. If you need a word-by-word script, then go ahead and write it. Remember, though, you can't start shooting anything until I approve your script. and your storyboard, one of the two, script or storyboard. I need to see it so I know that you're following these elements to a true story. All right, have fun.